And welcome into the Cardinals franchise on Madden 23. Background of me looking a little bit different. Had to shift some things around in the apartment. Basically make sure the bed was as closest to the window as possible so that way we're not sweating 24/7. Which if you've heard some background humming, it's probably been the excess fans that we've had going. I've turned them off for now. Have a small one going next to me, so hopefully there's not much of that background noise. But specifically for today's video, week 1, we will be playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, but a lot to get done prior to that. Obviously, we need to set our season goal as the #1 thing. So this team made it to the playoffs last year and lost first round to the Rams, division rival. I don't know if we're really good enough to make it to the playoffs again. If we do, I feel like it would be a similar thing where it's wild card at best. I think we have enough players to possibly get there. It'll be a tough one for sure, but we will commit to that. We want to be a playoff team this first year. There might be major turnover after this season, kind of be one last hurrah, if you will, to try to get there with it. Then trying to go into a more major rebuild, considering how old the roster is, being the oldest roster, at least if I made sure I did my math right. But so that's what we're going to do. As for the draft class, we are going to keep the auto-generated rookies. We will not be downloading any semi-realistic draft class of real players, just because a lot of times they're not very well balanced. And before we can set our scouts, we need to see what this actual class looks like. Take a look across the board here at kind of what we have. So there actually are quite a few top end quarterbacks here in this draft class. 3 top 5, 1 first to second, and then some other guys down the line. Now we could look for a possible scramble type quarterback as a backup. Trace McSorley did pretty well in the preseason, but not quite sure how well he'll be further down the line. Running back is an option that we can look at, just because we're not necessarily filled out the way that I would expect this team to be filled out. There is a round 1, a bunch of round 1 to 2s, some round 2 to 3, so definitely some possibilities there. But where I really want to take a look at in this first draft class is going to be the offense and defensive line. So for left tackles, there are actually quite a lot of potential first round guys. I won't make you guys look at every single player. I will go through this myself and find the ones that I'm semi-interested as we go along. But definitely tackles look important, and we do have to replace pretty much all of our offensive line as quickly as we can. So tackles looking good. Basically just looking to see how much depth in the draft we have at these different positions. And it definitely looks like this is a tackle class, not so much an interior offensive line class, but there being some 2 to 3s for the right or left guard and center. There are some round 1 to 2 right guards, but then not a whole lot past them. So we could definitely try to take a look at some of these guys, but I think best choice would be the tackle spots first. As for the defensive line, we could use help pretty much again at all the different levels. So left ends, we have round 1, some round 1 to 2s. So it seems like there's a decent spread here. At right end, pretty similar. This time we do have a top 5. But yeah, definitely seems like we have some edge potential. Plus some of the guys here have some decent weight, like Johnny Fox and Mark Bellamy. Bellamy, I think would be how you pronounce that. At least being 280, 300 pounds is kind of what we need for the 3-4. Not as much size here over at left end, pretty much only J.P. Richardson. Defensive tackle is a major area of concern for us, and there are quite a few prospects as well here. So definitely we'll be looking just all across the defensive line. Another area that I really want to look at is corners. Not a whole lot of top-end talent here. 1 top 5, round 1 past the top 5, and then some 2 to 3s. And again, not a whole lot after that. So I feel like this is definitely going to be a line-focused draft here for us. Potentially, we could also look at some edge rush as well. Not a whole lot at right. Yeah, not a whole lot at right definitely have some left, so we could potentially look for some left end scouts, but tackles, right ends, left ends, DTs, linebackers would be good as well. And if we have some extra guys, potentially look at some running backs here. I don't think it's going to be a top priority for quarterback. I think that'll be just one of those special scouts that we do. So I will set up the scouts, and then we'll save a little bit of a scouting special, maybe for week 4 for an update, and then when we get to week 10, which I believe, if it's the same as Madden, week 11 is when you have the players you have to select for the special scouting. So week 10 would be another scouting update special, if you will, and we'll just update you along the way. But I'll get the scouts set up, let you see who we have, and then I think a few more things before we get into the first game. And now we have all of our scouts set up according as well to their region that seem to be the best fit. So we'll start with our 3 stars, going to be Brian Townsend. He's the offensive tackle. Yeah, offensive tackle slash defensive tackle scout for us. He will be a national scout for us. We want to find as many offensive tackles and defensive tackles as possible to help kind of build up the center, or not really center, but the focal point really of both sides of our lines. Defense interior is pretty big, and then on offense, the tackles are really who protect your quarterbacks the most. And well, all linemen are important, don't get me wrong, but the tackles are always like the key ones to look for. So since we're an air raid offense, we definitely need some good tackles. We have a 2-star corner scout slash receiver scout in Doug Baldwin, and then some 1-stars being Liam Preston from Scouting the West, who will be running back and offensive tackle. We also have Lynn Glover, another 1-star in the central, defensive end and defensive tackle. And then Sean Sutton, Northeast, will be scouting interior offensive line and defensive end. You can really tell we're really looking at the line, plus just a little couple splashes of some skill player guys with running back and receiver. Receiver, not a huge one. We have a lot of guys in the receiving group, but being air raid, you always need to keep an eye on the receivers of every class. Another big thing to take a look at here before the first game is camp standout. Every year there's players who ball out in preseason and then don't end up doing anything once the actual season starts. I think you're different, but it's time to prove it. And that is Rondale. No, not Rondale Moore. That's who it was last episode. I've never been more ready, coach. I didn't put all the work in just to come up short. I'm here to make plays and help this team win. We need to get a combined 2+ for tackles for a loss or sacks with Isaiah Simmons, so that way he could get that dev boost update. So would be nice. And the last thing we have to do is a quick meeting with the media prior to the game. It's opening day this week and a fresh start for every team around the league. You'll be facing the Chiefs. What's the key to victory? I think the team is really built to be an offensive-sided team, so that is what we're going to go with. Ideally, we establish a rhythm on offense, dictate the flow of the game, and get big enough lead to make their offense one-dimensional. Obviously, every offense wants to be balanced. What's your main focus? Passing game. Through and through, it's the passing game. It's a passing league. Whether you're leading or trailing, passing is the best option for yards and points, so being able to air it out is how we envision having the most success. It's also just how the team is built in general. Beat the Chiefs, throw for 350+ yards. We'll see if we can do that. And I'll just quickly go through the weekly strategy myself, and then we'll jump right on in to week 1 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And welcome into the first real game of the series, week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. We will just go ahead and take the touchback here, starting at the 25. And of course, coming into this game, big news being we're out D-Hop with that 6-game suspension to start the season. We will be honoring that And we tried to go with a read option here, and the flag came down, plus we really didn't gain very much of anything. That's going to end up being a holding on Justin Pugh, not the start we were looking for. And some other big news that you haven't heard of yet, J.J. Watt out this game as well. In practice this week, he ended up injuring his leg with a ACL sprain, and that looked like a drop. Indeed, it was intended for Rondale Moore. We saw there was a little camp standout thing that popped up in the preseason about his drops. We tried to help him secure, at least get a little bit better at the catch in traffic. Doesn't really seem to have helped there. We don't get much on the second down either. 3rd and 16. Not really what you're looking for your first drive. So we're just going to have to try to find someone. Going to dump this off Ertz. Try to fight forward. He does fight forward, but not enough. 4th and 4. We will be punting away to start to end our first drive. That was just a mess entirely. And with J.J. Watt out, we will see Allen and Kiki in at the rush DTs for us. When it gets down to base packages, we'll see some of our actual defensive tackles come in. And Kelsey already has more yards on the day than our entire offense. Whenever we do come out here with the base formations, we will see Kiki at end. Fotu will be in at DT. So Kiki is, not an awful player, but definitely has some room to grow. But a huge hit on Edwards-Helaire, loss of 1. And I'm not sure which one of our linebackers are going to credit that tackle for loss to. Simmons does need a combined 2 sacks or tackles for loss to get his boost. And we're going to miss the sack with Gardick. And a beautifully thrown ball. Mahomes finds Kelsey for the first down to the 32. Well, some positive, some negative. Really good throw there, though, from Mahomes. Just that touch there was perfect as they come out in an empty set. And we are just shy of the hit. A nice little cutout there from Collins on number 9 there. But another first down given up, this time to the 15. We'll come out here, double A gap look here. Try to bring a little bit of press, but protect the inside. Gardick gets quick off the end, and he's going to get the sack this time. Not going to whiff on it. Loss of 5, taking them back to the 21. And Gardick did get that starting spot over a vet just because he is a little bit younger, has potential to grow past where the vet is at. So he will get the start out there. Another tackle here on number 9 on the outside. And for 3rd and 3, they will come out with a bunch to this right-hand side here. And we almost jump off sides. I believe that was Golden who almost jumped off. And they're going to find an open number 11. That is a touchdown given up on our defense's first possession. Just not good coverage. That's something that we were concerned about this year. It's why we're looking into corner help in the draft, and hopefully we'll find some help in the free agency as well. And our offense takes the field for the for the second time. Hopefully we'll do better than what we saw the first time. He's going to try to go for a check down, but that's swatted right in the face of Murray. And, that's honestly something that people have talked about with Murray. Of course, he is on the shorter side. We've all heard it. That he might have a few passes knocked down at the line of scrimmage compared to others. Nice catch there, though. Ertz skies up, holds onto it. That is what we need from our veteran tight end. And obviously we're missing a bit of a veteran presence in the receiving game. We have A.J. Green currently, but he hasn't done much of recent. Past him, we do have Hollywood Brown, who is a veteran at this point, but I wouldn't say is... personal preference, don't think he's as good as some of his previous seasons have shown, but we do get a nice completion there and a nice throw on the run too. Murray rolling to the right, throws across his body accurately, which is important. Gonna find an open Ertz here again, tries to truck the defender, not really going to. Brought down after a gain of 7. And not too sure how this will work. RPO, option to a screen pass. We do have a blocker out front. Green gets the catch. We'll get the first down. Not a whole lot there. Maybe if that was passed to Brown or Moore, might be a little bit more explosive, but first down gets the job done. Of course, like I've mentioned several times, air raid. You're not going to see a lot of running here. And, if we end up doing much of any running, it's going to probably be out of the read option. That's kind of partially why I'm looking at the draft for potential new running back. James Conner really deserves to be in a run-first offense. We have an open receiver. That's Hollywood Brown. Touchdown. Oh, I thought Murray might have missed that throw, but gets him alone in the back corner. Solid catch there from Brown. His first touchdown as a member of the Arizona Cardinals is a streak route. How fitting, considering he's basically a speed threat, deep speed threat at that. He could definitely make some moves in the open field, but that speed downfield is the main thing. Well, that second drive for our offense, much improved. Hopefully our defense can do the same. Giving up a touchdown on their first possession. Need them to clean things up. And we have almost an option for a pick. Kelsey almost catches it. Safeties do a good enough job there to knock the ball free. We'll make a quick audible here. Going to go with a bit of a man blitz as they go with a quick pass. Number 11, who had quite a few catches as well as the touchdown. And their last drive does get the catch there, and that is former Packers receiver Valdez-Scantling with the reception, or number 9. So definitely a good start for him. So try to cover underneath here with Collins. They're going to roll out, and we are going to get the sack once again. That is Golden with his first of the season. So far today, outside linebackers applying a bit of pressure here today. And following the punt, offense takes over starting at the 34. We'll come out here with a bit more read option, try to get around the edge, and we kind of do. Interesting move there from Kyler Murray. A little bit of juke and spin, gets a gain of 4. On 2nd and 6, we'll come out same formation. Going to go with a bit of a rollout. Going to send Max Williams on a wheel route. And we're going to need a bit of help here. Throw this one up. Not at all where that was intended to go. This one could very easily be a pick 6. Nice job there from 21. McDuffie gets by Ertz, and that is going to be a pick 6. And that was not the throw we were looking for. We had A.J. Green about 7 to 10 yards further downfield. The ball just came up well short. That's not something I think we'll be able to get away with here in Madden 23, especially with the kind of fix to the difficulty settings. All Madden is actually difficult this year. We are going to have an open receiver here, and another inaccurate throw. We had Hollywood Brown breaking open. I mean, was wide open, but ball placement just not good enough. We're going to go for Ertz here. He will get us the first down and a few more yards. We definitely need to see Murray clean up that accuracy, especially on the run. We do have a single high safety situation here. I am going to make a subtle adjustment here, try to get more down the field, utilize his speed as well. And we do have the safety helping out on that side. We'll go for Marquise Brown. This time on the deep end will be a solid gain for us, putting us on the other side of midfield up to the, or I guess now down to the 44. Definitely going to try to utilize the speed of Brown and more a bit this season, just to try to help spread the field around. And also speaking of speed, we do have Kyler Murray, who has plenty of room to run, has the wheels. He'll scamper forward for a first down and out of bounds at the 28. The problem that we're going to run into a bit here, and I'm already seeing it take place here, is stamina with quarterbacks is really important. As there's open running room, Connor all the way down to the 12, not able to truck over the safety. Solid tackle. But I am starting to see the stamina issue taking effect here. Possibly going to go for the one-on-one. Not the route I thought Green was going to run. I was hoping he would go towards the corner. Luckily, we still keep the ball with a decent catch as well for a gain of 5. But yeah, I'm definitely needing to make sure that we keep our stamina in check here with our quarterback. Make sure it doesn't get too low, because if it does, that's when you're going to see the fumbles start to crop up here from Murray, as well as just more inaccuracies. Open receiver, Marquise Brown, second touchdown of the day on the slant route. Just no one covering the middle. Play design pulled everyone away, and we're going to tie this game back up, hopefully with a made PAT. Unfortunately, still have a tied game. Defense only gave up 1 touchdown today, but our offense also gave up 1. So we need to find a way to continue to get stops here on defense and continue what for the most part has been a pretty good start for our offense. Obviously the pick 6 not very good, but besides that, moving the ball pretty well. Solid tackle there with Zaven Collins only a gain of 3. And that will bring up a 3rd and 7 as they come out with twins to the left, one lone to the right. They also have Kelsey at the bottom, who we need to keep an eye out on. Rollout pass, almost intercepted. That was number 36. No, I really feel like this team needs a receiving back. Connor can catch, but I don't think that is primarily what he does. So I think that is what we will target potentially in the offseason, maybe even in the draft. Marquise Brown does say that he caught it. I'm not sure if that second foot landed in bounds or not. We might have a booth review. And not a booth review, but Kansas City throws the red flag. They say, and I might, initial thought was I agree with them, and it definitely looks like that second foot landed out of bounds. Throw led him too far to the outside. We need to see that a little bit more inside from Murray. And indeed, they do call it back as expected, but we're definitely seeing Brown do very well on the outside for us, which is a good sign. We weren't sure exactly where to play him. With his size, you would think slot, but we have Rondale Moore as well that is similar size, similar speed. So we have a lot of speedy guys who honestly could probably use a couple inches in height. And there is the 2-minute warning on a 4th and short. Might need to go for it. And we will come out here with our offense on the field. 4th and 3, minute 56 and counting. And we might just need to step up here. Murray, get the first down, slide down, safe play call there. Continue our possession as we run out into hurry up. Kind of want to send more on a drag route here, just because there's not going to be many people to that side. We'll go for Brown here, who gets the catch, holds on to it, powers through to the 34. And we tried to run this play earlier at least in preseason, and it didn't quite go as we thought it would. Instead, we'll hand this one off to Moore. Tries to get to the outside, gets by one guy, but not by 38. Gets the stop after a gain of 4. We'll let the clock continue to run. Under 50 seconds. We have all 3 timeouts still remaining. And we have AJ into the end zone, but he drops it. AJ Green, come on, man. That was his time to shine, and he definitely did not. Try to go with a bit of a wheel route here. Marquise Brown will fake the jet sweep. Handoff to him. Quick pressure coming in from behind. We have an open receiver. That's Brown again, who's in for his 3rd touchdown. It's a hat trick in the first half for Marquise Brown in his first game as an Arizona Cardinal. So far today, it's been all Hollywood Brown, and well as Murray throwing the ball to him, but we've seen Murray make a few mistakes here and there, but Hollywood Brown definitely making up for those. Timeout called here for the Chiefs, so we are going to make a slight audible adjustment there. Didn't quite like the original play call. Switch to a cover 2. As they will set a couple guys underneath. Zaven Collins knocks it out, intended for Kelsey. Cover here with the man coverage. Protect the outside as they come out with an empty set. Might be a late release from Kelsey. Indeed it is, but they're going to find Valdez Scantling. Not sure why his name was so difficult for me to say there. 1st and 10, double A gap look here for us. We will drop out of it, head into coverage. They will have an open guy again, Valdez Scantling, to the outside for the first down to the 32. 11 seconds left before half. And we might just need to bring a bit of a blitz here. Try to throw off the timing. Gardick has been able to get off the edge fairly quickly. No one goes to block him here. They set up the screen pass, but it's going to be Isaiah Simmons, which might be that second tackle for loss / sack that he needs for that dev boost. And that also will take us into halftime with a solid lead. 7 points, nothing too bad considering the fact that we were down several points throughout this game. Offense playing pretty well today. Could definitely clean up some of the passes. Defense has played pretty well. We need to cover Valdez Scantling. We can't keep leaving him wide open. But we're doing pretty good in the rushing department, at least on defense, only allowing 2 rushing yards. Take a quick look around the league while we're at it. All the way over on the West Coast, the Bills making a very long distance travel doesn't affect them. They get the win 35-32 against the Rams. So if we get a win, we'll at least have a jump on the Rams to start the year. And basically in that same area, Raiders, Chargers, currently in favor of the Raiders, 20-7, 35 seconds left before halftime. Now finally taking a look a little bit more in the middle of the USA. Still another California team. 49ers lose to the Bears 24-21 in Lance's first game at least starting this year. Have a feeling that Lance started at least a game or so last year. Can't quite remember, but Garoppolo was injured, I'm pretty sure. So Trey Lance definitely should have started, as we will be kicking off here to start the second half. 21-14 is the score. Chiefs definitely going to be trying to tie this one up. But granted, if they weren't, they would be getting in trouble for trying to fix games. At least you say in trouble, but it seems like not players, but teams have been doing that and not really getting in trouble for it. They'll go to a pass to the outside. Guess who? Valdez-Scantling once again. This time only a gain of 5. Definitely feel like the quick pass has been the first go, really, for the Chiefs. We try to get a blitz off the edge. We get a hit in on Mahomes, but another completed pass to Kelce for the first down. Definitely need to try to sit a little bit underneath. Maybe that'll help out. They pretty much have just been throwing to Valdez-Scantling or Kelce. Hasn't been much besides that. Mahomes going to throw late again. Valdez-Scantling, gain of 8. Perhaps maybe some underneath man coverage is needed. Try to see how that works on this play as they go with an inaccurate pass, this time intended for Kelce. 3rd and 2. And on 3rd and 2, they come out empty set. We're going to bring down Budda Baker here, who is supposed to be playing in the slot, but has not been. He's definitely been playing safety, so maybe we need to make a few more adjustments to the depth chart there to get him down towards the line a bit more. Okay, but here, but he might have just come down from his safety spot. I don't know. Fairly confusing. We'll take a look when we're not in a single high safety situation. Budda Baker in with the tackle, as well as Isaiah Simmons on their number 2 tight end. Coming out here in the 3-4. Still have Budda Baker at strong safety, but down in the box for this play as they go with a run. Allaire will maybe get a gain of, let's mark him as a gain of 2. 3 rushes, 3 yards. And the game definitely is putting in Thompson, so one of our other safeties at the slot corner rather than Budda Baker. I think that is okay for now. We'll see how he does. If we notice some issues at the slot, we will make that adjustment. Kelce for the first down and even shoves down our guy after the play. This defense right now is definitely playing a bend but don't break kind of style. We eventually will get the stop, but we give up a lot of yards along the way. Definitely need to find a way to clean that up as the season continues and, as this game continues. Right now, the Chiefs down to the 17. Ref marks it as a 2nd and inches. Make a quick adjustment here. Budda Baker down, and I definitely bit on the run. Good thing it was a run. Otherwise, Kelce would have been wide open in the end zone. First down run, Edwards-Helaire. Now they'll come out with 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 lone running back, but they will make an audible. Empty set will make an audible as well, and they make another audible. So let's make another audible back to what we originally had, since that's what they did. Try to sit underneath. They go with the slant routes, and they're going to find an open number 9 for the touchdown. Don't know if you can hear the sirens. That's not from the stadium. That's from my neighborhood. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. We do live next to a fire station, so we hear them quite often, but touchdown for Smith-Schuster. I honestly keep forgetting how many crazy moves there were this offseason with some big-name players really going to different places. Gonna go for Trey McBride. I'm pretty sure it's Trey McBride, and that is 100% a flag. Holding. They called defensive pass interference. Willie Gay, first down for us. And we'll come out with our free first down at the 33. Going to go with some more read option here. They basically call us, so we'll just head right down the middle, get a gain of 3 with Connor. And I really don't want to go deep with A.J. Green, so we'll flip-flop formation here. Basically just switch the tight end / fullback. Try to go to Ertz, who holds onto it. Great catch. Really under a lot of pressure, and also pretty good throw under pressure as well for Murray. And again, going to try to flip this play here with that extra safety corner down at the line. Go the read option to the other side of the field. They do a pretty good job there, only a gain of 1. And this is the kind of play we definitely need a receiving running back here. We'll see how well Connor can run it, though. They do cover that side pretty well. Go for the little gap. Nice hands there. AJ Green holds onto it this time for a gain down to the 35. And I really wish we still had that menu that gave us the advantaged look for receivers and even offensive line. An inaccurate throw there. Murray took a shot as soon as he threw it. On 2nd and 10, we'll come out. Same formation here. Go with the slant routes. Try to see who we could find. Rondale Moore across the middle. Get the catch. Try to cut under the side. Wow. Underneath Brown. Kind of does. We'll get a gain of 22 yards down to the 13. First catch for him on the season. And here is an interesting play design I quite like. Either go with the pass or hand it off. And we will go with a quick pass. Unfortunately, no blocking from Brown, but a solid, strong run from Williams. That'll be a gain of 7. And end of the 3rd quarter, we'll head into the 4th, game tied 21-21. And honestly, that last play worked really well, but they do bring down that other safety corner. Not quite sure. We do have Rondale Moore alone to that outside. Try to come up with their own play design. Does not work very well there. Step up in the pocket. Going to find an open receiver, but I believe we were stepped past the line of scrimmage. AJ Green would have had his first touchdown, but I believe we passed, and it is what the penalty flag is. We definitely could have stepped up and continued running with Murray, but we saw the open receiver, and I think I had just stepped by the line of scrimmage when that play call came in, and I basically did that again. Did not mean to slide. I meant to throw it. Really unfortunate there. Would have been a touchdown if we continued to run it. Would have been a touchdown if we threw it. But instead, we slide down. Field goal made, putting us up by only 3. With the Chiefs offense, who has they've really moved the ball very consistently. We've just gotten lucky with some sacks and some key points. And now the Chiefs have the ability not to only, tie the game, but also take the lead with a touchdown. They're going to send one of their tight ends, 83, in motion, and then go with a fake pass here. Play action, just looking for someone to break open, and eventually Kelsey does. Buda Baker just a step behind. That's another first down for the Chiefs, close to midfield. Definitely not getting a consistent pass rush for sure, but we've at least been able to get into the backfield a few times as they change up formation here, bring out a little bit more of a heavier look. We'll still pass the ball. They go to the outside, quick pass, complete Edwards-Helaire for 3 yards and out of bounds. And so far today, I really can't say Mahomes has done anything wrong. I'm pretty sure he's pretty much made a completion on almost every pass attempt. Nice tackle there. That was Collins cutting out the legs of Edwards-Helaire, only a gain of 1. 3rd and 6, bunch to the right. Kelsey on that left-hand side. And they will go with a screen pass. We have Allen there. A fumble forced as well. Isaiah Simmons picks it up, and he has some blocking. Just needs to beat Mahomes. Mahomes comes in, gets the tackle, but we take over. Our offense will start at the 23. Great job there on 3rd and 6. Edwards-Helaire caught the screen pass. And then Allen was there to kind of slow him up, and then I think just a well-timed hit with coming down from a hurdle that he really didn't need. And on 1st and 10 at the 23, I was reading where we were and just saw the 2 and was like, yeah, 2nd. Definitely not the case. Going to try to roll out here, try to find something, throw that one away, and that could have been bad. Justin Reed came in hot pursuit, laid a hit on Murray, who was trying to throw the ball out of bounds. The ball bounced off his back. Luckily, ended up falling to the floor. Connor trying to get to the outside, will get the first down. About a gain of 11 yards down to the 11. And now, since we don't have as many yards to go until we're in the end zone, let's try this double reverse again. Gives us a lead block. We just need to have a little bit more there from Brown. We do break first tackle, but already at the sideline, loss of 2. And we will come up with a little bit of our own play design here. Try to get, whoa, why did we go running all the way over there? I don't know what happened there. Karlaftis, he'll get the sack, but what the heck, Madden? On 3rd and 21, with a possibility to get a first down, basically landing at the inch line. We'll go across the middle. A.J. Green doesn't even try to catch it. Picked off. Number 21, McDuffie, I believe, who had the pick 6 earlier. Yeah, second interception. Turnover for us. A.J. Green, you got to do something, my guy. You got to do something. He had positioning the whole way and just didn't put his hands up to try to catch the ball. Could have been a touchdown, or at least an incompletion. Would have been better than an interception. Chiefs back with the ball, back with the possibility to take the lead, and there is a wide open Hardman who gets the catch, and we're able to get the tackle down to the 26 is Jackson. And in just about one play, momentum already, which was in the Chiefs' side, now very much on the Chiefs' side. Mahomes with the interesting tackle there. We'll take it on Smith-Schuster. Just trying to say Mahomes in the zone, and then really awkward tackle comes in as they come out, change their play call. We'll change ours. Bunch to that right-hand side. Try to sit underneath some of these. They set up the screen. This is the play that they fumbled on last time. They get the catch, hold on to it, 3rd and inches. And on 3rd and inches, they'll have Kelsey spread slightly to that left-hand side, as well as a bunch. Try to get a quick pressure. Gardick with another sack, his second of the day, coming exactly when we need it. Force a field goal attempt. They can only tie with the field goal. The field goal unit is out. Hamilton, try to use him to get around the edge. No, 2-minute warning. And we'll try again. Inside the 2-minute warning. This would tie the game if made. Snap down kick is up and right down the middle for the Chiefs. This game tied 24-all. And with a minute, 52 seconds, all 3 timeouts, it is in our favor here to take the lead. We have Brown beat the corner again. Safety comes flying over. Justin Reed, the Stanford man, does a great job breaking that play up. We thought we had Brown, but that speed and closing ability just really took anything away that we might have had there. Try to check down. Connor not able to hold on to it. Nice pass break up there from number 1. And just like that, 3rd and 10. Need a first down conversion here. Going to make a slight adjustment to the play call. Send more on a slant route. Try to see if that opens up anything. There's really not a whole lot. We do have some guys breaking open now. A.J. Green will get the catch. Try to truck through a defender, but he does get the catch with a first down. Exactly what we need. So far, I will be honest, A.J. Green not impressing me very much. But he does get a solid catch for us when we need it there. And going to try to go Rondale Moore. Nice play made from number 32. The 3rd interception on the day for our quarterback. One-on-one coverage. Sometimes you have to throw it. Sure, it can be risky, but you expect that your guy will make a play more often than not. Trying to get in for another sack. Gonna miss it. First down and a little bit more after the broken tackle goes Smith-Schuster, already basically in field goal range. Basically this entire game in our favor, flipped on a switch, really. The last half drive, really, is the major difference point here. Buda Baker gets the tackle, Edwards-Helaire, and an injury for us. That is Thompson, who's been playing at slot corner. And really not good news there. Headed to the locker room. Most likely means he'll be missing time. And pretty much Chiefs lined up to just run this ball through until they could kick the field goal to take the lead. And they will get a nice cutback. Edwards-Helaire should have kept running. Could have been a touchdown, but probably smart of him to not. And we did just get an update for Thompson, and it was just muscle cramps. So maybe Madden 23 headed to the locker room isn't such a key sign as it was in Madden 22, and that is one of the worst ways to give up a timeout. And are we calling the timeouts? Because I sure haven't been calling it. I don't believe so. The Chiefs are calling timeout. Again, not quite sure why. But, no, keep calling it? No? Okay, well, we'll call the timeout, I guess. Maybe try to leave a little bit of time remaining, but I doubt it at this point. 19 seconds left. We can only stop the clock one more time, so really doesn't look like much is going to happen here. We'll call one last timeout, but it should be field goal unit coming up shortly here for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they do come out to run a play. 16 seconds left. They'll run the ball. We'll get the stop. They'll still need to use their timeout. Probably will do it with next to no time remaining. Or they don't call a timeout at all. Questionable AI there from Madden. We'll have a chance to win this game still, but a little bit of an asterisk next to the victory. And luckily for us, we are receiving the OT kickoff, so definitely a chance to win this game, walk it off, even though the Chiefs definitely should have called their timeout and kicked the field goal. Well, we will mark ourselves lucky. The game has given us one more chance here to not blow the game late, even though we technically already have. We should have won, could not wrap the game up, throwing 3 interceptions today. Definitely the reason why. So we will come out and try not to throw another interception. Bunch to the left. Going to send some guys deep. Roll out here. We have Rondale Moore. Try to get the catch on the sideline. Definitely does. I saw the toe tap. Solid gain down to the 46. Then on 1st and 10, shotgun set. 2 running backs in the backfield. Send Connor in motion. See if that might draw some guys down. If we could hit someone deep. Not really, but we will hit Rondale Moore again. Gain of about 6. And again, we have Green going deep. I don't want Green going deep, so we'll switch play calls here. And I'm actually going to have Williams stay in the backfield, send Connor out on the wheel. See if that lines things up a little bit better. A.J. Green, open running room, gets the catch at the 20 and down to about the 14 before being brought down. Momentum back in the Cardinals' way. And this play worked well for us earlier. RPO, either hand the ball off across the middle or dump it off to Williams. Well, dump it off to Williams, and again, just not very good blocking out there for Brown. He just doesn't have that awareness. Being like 5'8", makes sense though. 2nd and 9. At the 13, going to try to go for the corner routes here. Maybe across the middle, definitely going to need to step up. We break 1 sack. We have a guy open. Justin Reed picks it off in the end zone. I have to realize Madden 23, you don't have as much space as you think. Madden 22, that's a touchdown. We had A.J. Green open in the back corner. Madden 23, that's an interception. And now, once again, our defense will need to make the play here. Would hate to start Madden 23 off with a tied game. At least in the regular season, that wouldn't be great. Pass thrown away here, Mahomes. Flag also down. And that will back him up. Trey Smith with the holding. Now has them starting at the 10 following the penalty. We'll go with a double A-gap blitz here. Gardeck has been able to get off the edge relatively smoothly. They pick it up well here. Go with a pass underneath. Juju Smith-Schuster with a catch at the 21. Brings up a 2nd and 9 as they come out bunched to the right. Juju alone to the left-hand side. Under center is Mahomes. They will go with a toss play, and we're there. Thompson back out there playing. So, yeah, definitely going to the locker room isn't as big of an animation as it was with Madden 22. So, at least a bit different here with Madden 23 rather than, at least in the last-gen consoles, not just a roster update with some different graphics here and there. And that will bring up a 2nd and 9. Or not, let's say 2nd and 9, that's what we just had. 3rd and 9. Big play here. They go the check down underneath. We get the tackle. Let's call a timeout. And so far today, at least, the turnovers for us have not cost us the game. So let's hope that remains to be the thing here. Towards the sideline, Brown. Did he catch that? 2-minute warning animation leaves us in suspense. And he did not catch it. Close, but not quite close enough. Go with a bit of play action here. A.J. Green across the middle, open running room, gets the catch. Not as much running room as I thought. Quickly closed again. But a solid gain down to the 33 puts us pretty much in field goal range. We need to play smart. There's definitely a bit of a learning curve here for Madden 23, especially in the passing game. You're not going to have as much space as you're used to. Rondale Moore trying to get to the outside. Well, at least get 4 yards out of bounds, stopping the clock. Single high safety here for the Chiefs. We'll have a late release here from Connor. First block and then go out. Not where I wanted to throw that ball. Luckily not intercepted, but it was close. I actually wanted to go with the drag route, I believe, that was going across, but I hit the wrong button. So don't do that. Don't hit wrong buttons when you're this close to possibly winning a game. Gonna roll out here. Murray under pressure will get the first down and out of bounds, and that should be a flag. Late hit from number 38, Sneed. No penalty on the field, though. And we will just make one adjustment here. Try to have Ertz run that route a little bit deeper, possibly get into that bottom pylon. And that pass again, not thrown where we want it, but a miss from number 32, who had the pick previously. Whiffs on it. Cardinals win. They kind of walked the game off because no more chances left here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Ertz with the winning touchdown, 32. Barely misses, swatting that one away. And we will celebrate a victory at home to start the year, but that game leaves a little bit to be desired from me, a little bit from the team as well. But still a great game to start. 369 passing yards, which does mean we passed for 350 plus, which was the objective for us. We need to clean up the turnovers. A lot of that on me. I'm just not used to the way Madden 23 works there. And at least we're able to walk away with that game with a victory. Definitely made a lot of mistakes on my part in that game. I've noted it in my brain. Don't throw expecting all the gap that you have to still be there, because Madden 23, those DBs are closing quick. But a few things to take note of here. Camp standout, which I'm pretty sure we got. Isaiah Simmons needed 2+ sacks / tackles for loss, which I'm pretty sure he did. I told you I'm here to be great, coach. I'm not going to waste any opportunity, so keep them coming, and I promise you won't regret it. I feel like there might have been extra you there. You've been doing great, but the key now is being able to do it week in, week out. The stars of this league aren't just good for a few games a year. They blah, blah, blah. Plus 10K experience, not too bad. Offense looked unstoppable. Always fun to go through the week with a plan and see it pay off. Great win, coach. A great win indeed, and hopefully the first of many. Great job out there, even though he didn't play. Let's keep this rolling into next week. Plus 2.5, but plus 2,500 experience earned for all wide receivers. Solid gain for us there. Plus, we've also earned 10 staff points as well. We'll take it. And indeed, I'm correct. We do have that camp standout continuing into the next episode. So make sure you stay tuned. Las Vegas Raiders, the next one up. Will be a fun game, especially in Allegiant Stadium. It's a nice looking stadium, so it'll definitely be fun. Plus, we are on top of the NFC West, the only team in the NFC West to win in week 1. 49ers, they lost to the Bears. And then the Rams, they lost to someone else that we saw. We saw both of those pop up. Seahawks lost about what you would expect, considering the struggle that they have with the QB situation. So, hope you guys are enjoying the season so far, the series so far. Obviously, only being the second episode with the actual gameplay happening, but some promise definitely out there. Hollywood Brown, what a game. 3 touchdowns in the first half. We really didn't see him much the second half, so need to make sure that he continues being as impactful throughout the game. Need to clean up the passing. Obviously, I've said that several times, but besides that, we saw some promise out there for sure. The Chiefs aren't necessarily the same Chiefs they used to be, but we were able to get some plays on defense, so need to have that continue. And against the Raiders should be a good team to test us. Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, and then, of course, their new receiver in Adams. So definitely a good test coming up. Make sure you're staying tuned by subscribing if you're not already, hitting that bell notification to be notified of when these go live. This series, traditional series, is back to being posted every Monday and Thursday. The state only, since we're still on Madden 22 with that, will continue once a week, but will be done on August 30th. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to kind of stock up on the next state-only ones that have already been voted for over on Twitter. Partially, it was a tie, so we'll do something fun there to split the tie. I think I know a fun way of doing it, at least. But that is what the plan is there. So after the California one finishes up, hopefully we'll have a stockpile and that series can move up to 2 days a week as well. So hope you guys enjoy. Hope you stay tuned. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.